At the very beginning of the story, we see a team of men traveling in a vehicle along a forest road. They are members of a Mexican Special Forces squad. At this moment, they are returning to their village for vacation. After many years, the five friends have finally been released together. They are very happy and enjoying their return to their hometown. But after a short distance, several vehicles suddenly ram their vehicle from all directions. Within seconds, everything becomes chaotic. They have no idea who attacked them or why. Without wasting any time, they jump out of the vehicle, grab their rifles, and open fire. Together, the five fight so fiercely that the attackers fail to grasp their true strength. One pulls out a knife and slashes at someone's chest and stomach. Another snatches a weapon from an attacker and fires it. You can understand that they are members of a Special Forces squad. This is a different level of combat. In a matter of seconds, the five eliminate all the attackers. Then everyone returns to their positions. Now we need to find out who exactly attacked these squad members. From here, the story takes us back to an incident from 72 hours earlier. Here we see a girl named Isabella.
She has a doctor's appointment today.
Her elder sister is taking her on a scooter through a large field toward the clinic. But on the way, Isabella's health suddenly worsens. She quickly pulls over to vomit. As she walks into a wheat field beside the road, she sees something that fills her with fear. Terrified, the sisters skip the doctor and rush straight to the nearby police station to report what they saw. When they arrive, more people enter the station. By their appearance, it is clear they belong to a mafia gang. As soon as they arrive, they try to seize Isabella and her sister right in front of the police. The police simply stand there watching everything without interfering. It becomes clear that even the police are afraid of this mafia. In a shop next to the police station, we see a Mexican Special Forces captain named Albert. Hearing the commotion outside, he steps out. He sees several men harassing the two girls right in front of the police. Unable to control his anger, Albert pulls out his gun and fires. His friend beside him quickly warns him that these men are the sons of David, the most dangerous mafia boss in the city. He tells Albert not to get involved, but Albert ignores the warning. He lowers his gun, steps forward, and tells the gang members to release the girls. But the top mafia thugs of the country are not going to listen. They point their guns at Albert's head. Albert then begins eliminating them one by one. He drew his gun and fired rapid headshots, blowing apart the skulls of several attackers. None of them realized that this man was a Special Forces captain. He quickly took down multiple thugs and then pointed his gun at their leader, who was David's brother. He took him hostage and ordered the others to drop their weapons. At that moment, police officers stepped out of the station. Seeing this, they pointed their guns at Albert and demanded that he surrender. Albert told them he was the captain of the Mexican Special Squad. But those officers were already under David's influence and money. Meanwhile, Isabella and her older sister told the police that the thugs had been harassing them and Albert was only protecting them, but the police refused to believe anyone. Finally, Albert threw his ID card toward the officers. As soon as one officer picked it up and examined it, he broke into a cold sweat. Realizing they could not dare challenge a captain, the police were forced to arrest David's men. As the police escorted the goons away, Albert asked Isabella why she had come to the station. Isabella then told Albert exactly what she had seen in the field. After hearing this, thousands of Special Squad personnel arrived at the location. Their massive preparations made it clear that something extremely dangerous had taken place. The Special Squad sealed the entire area. Then we finally saw what Isabella had witnessed. In the middle of the wheat field, severed limbs and body parts were scattered everywhere. Some had their arms cut off, some their legs, and some had their torsos lying apart, transported them to the base camp. There, the soldiers were given a final farewell with full state honors. Each family received a special award for their loved one's bravery. This incident spread across Mexico like wildfire and created so much fear that the lieutenant general called an emergency meeting with his generals. He said that if Special Squad soldiers were not safe, then civilians stood no chance. The lieutenant general clearly stated that whoever could kill 10 Special Squad members could not be ordinary people. Therefore, it was critical to capture them as soon as possible, dead or alive. Captain Albert of the Mexican Special Squad was given command of the mission. He was ordered to arrest whoever was involved in the massacre, no matter what, dead or alive. At the same time, on the other side, we see a man named David. He is at home cooking a meal with delicious ingredients for his 2 young daughters. He is also watching the news on TV, where reports show that the murder of a Special Squad member has spread nationwide. Now, if I tell you that this simple, innocent-looking man is the same person who brutally hacked those Special Squad members to death, would you believe it? As shy and quiet as he appears in front of his family, while feeding his children, the doorbell suddenly rings. He opens the door and finds his younger brother, Victor, standing there badly beaten. David asks him how he ended up in this condition. Victor tells his brother everything that happened to him earlier. David then says, "I'll deal with that special squad guy. Now you go and capture the girl who caused all this." Following his brother's command, Victor goes straight to Isabella's house. There he seizes Isabella and her older sister and takes them to his base. You can imagine the horrific torture the girls are about to face. Meanwhile, we see the meeting room of the special squad team. Let me introduce you to the squad members. The team's captain is Albert. The senior member is Condon. The two youngest members are Luis and Brad. Luis and Brad are going on a mission for the first time in their lives. This is their first major assignment. Upon arrival, they split into two teams. One team, equipped with a sniper, the second team moves directly from the front lines to arrest William. As soon as they disembark, they point their guns at Sabir and take him hostage. The squad's attack is so fast that William and his men cannot even load their weapons. Left with no choice, William and his followers surrender to the special squad. After everyone gathers, William and his men are handcuffed and loaded into a speedboat, and the team starts returning to the main base. On the way back, they stop at a secluded spot and take William and his men out of the vehicle. One member of the squad says, "We'll kill them here with headshots and report to the base that they died in a gunfight." But Captain Albert immediately forbids them, explaining, "These are law enforcers, and if we break the law, how will the people of the country respect it?" Therefore, he hands William and his followers over to another squad vehicle. The team then returns to their base. After completing the mission, Albert goes to his general. As the mission was successful and he had not taken leave in a long time, he requests that his team of 5 be granted a few days of vacation. Albert also tells the general that after returning from leave, they will complete their next mission. The general trusts Albert and grants leave to all 5 members of his team. Albert shares the news with his team, and they all set off for their village in a single vehicle to enjoy their vacation. Before leaving, some special squad members offer to provide security and escort them, as Albert's team will not be carrying any weapons during their vacation. But Albert refuses. The friends are overjoyed to be on leave together and capture the moment with their mobile phones. As they travel a little farther, a group of gangsters suddenly attacks them, and this is the same scene shown at the very beginning of the movie. After eliminating everyone, Albert orders his team to gather all the ammunition on the ground. He also begins picking up rifles scattered around, knowing that the gangster David is behind the attack. He understands that if they have been attacked once, more of David's men will be approaching through the forest. Therefore, they must take cover immediately. Suddenly, another vehicle arrives and begins firing at them wildly. We then see that David's brother Victor is inside the vehicle. The Special Forces team takes cover behind the rocks and then launches heavy fire at Victor's men. Victor's men attack so aggressively and continuously that the squad struggles to counter, as the gunfire does not stop for even a second. Seeing this, Albert shouts to his team. Luis notices 2 men still firing from behind a car. He sets up his sniper and shoots them down one by one. From behind, Brad sees that Victor is the only one still standing. He doesn't let the chance slip and fires a direct shot straight through Victor's chest. Before Albert and his team can reach Victor, Victor has already sent a message to his older brother David from his mobile phone. When the squad reaches him, they see that Victor is no longer alive. However, Albert checks his phone and discovers that Victor had already sent his location. This means more of David's men are heading toward them. Albert tells his team to leave immediately. After moving a little farther, Albert calls another squad at the camp using Victor's mobile phone and tells them to send a special unit to the location right away. Meanwhile, David arrives at Victor's location with his gang. He picks up his brother's dead body and breaks down in tears. Then David gives an order to his men. Spread out and blow the skull of anyone you see in front of you. The Special Forces squad has traveled a long distance, but they are badly injured and exhausted from the gunfire. They decide to rest and tend to their wounds. As planned, they sit down and begin treating their injuries. Suddenly, a squad member notices something resembling a house a short distance away. Seeing a house in the middle of the forest, Albert immediately suspects it might be a drug cartel or mafia hideout. No matter what it is, they must reach it first. They begin moving forward slowly, carefully monitoring their surroundings. With rifles drawn, they approach the house one step at a time. As they get closer, without hesitation, everyone inside the room is shot dead in quick succession. Albert doesn't want to take any risks. Seeing who is in front of them is not the priority. Rescuing Isabella and her older sister is their primary goal. After eliminating everyone in the room, they find the 2 girls in a terrible state. Their condition clearly shows the extent of the torture they endured over the past several days. After briefly searching the house, they find a carton filled with weapons. The entire squad gathers around, opens the carton, and begins selecting and testing their weapons of choice. Each person takes their weapon in hand, loads the magazine, and prepares it. As they do this, dusk deepens and night slowly sets in. Albert calls his team together and begins speaking. "Soldiers, we set out on vacation, but fate brought us here. Now we face David, the most dangerous mafia in this country. I'm sure David will arrive with his thugs and attack us in a short time." They first put Isabella and her older sister in their bulletproof vests. After preparing everything, the team begins to leave the room for the first time. But just then, a bullet grazes Isabella's leg, causing her to fall heavily. At that moment, a hail of bullets rains down on them from all sides. In the darkness, the Special Forces squad couldn't discern which direction the gunfire was coming from. Bullets rained down from all directions like a violent storm. Upon reaching the room, they discovered that several soldiers in their team have been seriously injured by gunfire. They first administer first aid to the injured soldiers. Meanwhile, a squad member named Luis is badly wounded by a bullet. Despite his condition, he tells his captain, "Captain, nothing happened to me." They see David's men setting up a heavy machine gun in front of their door. The bullets fly past their ears one by one. Albert understands that if they remain trapped in this room, they will eventually be caught by David's gang. They launch a counterattack, saving their lives and killing the enemies one by one with headshots. The team's youngest member, Luis, falls from a gunshot wound. After eliminating everyone, the team captures David and takes him hostage. And this is where the film ends.